For Off the Block, I'm Vane Lopes, and we are now joined by Brad Keller, who is down in Costa Rica right now as he is preparing the U.S. Boys Youth National Team for the U19 NORCECA Continental Championships. And Brad, I have to ask you, we are doing this interview on a Tuesday. We're less than 24 hours away from the start of the NORCECA tournament. How do you feel about Team USA's chances entering this event?
I don't know yet. I'm pretty excited, though. I know our guys are excited. I know the staff's excited. And from what I'm gathering, there's a lot of people back at home excited and wanting this to get rocking and rolling.
Well, obviously, you've been working with this group of players for about 2 weeks now. You had a training camp up in Colorado. You started with 20 players, had to whittle it down to 12. Can you just talk a little bit about that training camp and what you saw from this team or this group of players?
Yeah, no doubt. I'll tell you what, I've been a part of a bunch of training camps. This is by far the best one that I've ever been a part of, and that has nothing to do with the coaches or me being a head coach or anything like that. It was the 20 guys in that gym really gave everything, every single drop. And I could easily have taken any of the 20 and felt confident. And I don't think many coaches can say that from the past. And that's a credit to USA Volleyball, the pipeline, the depth, and everything that we've been kind of striving for. But the level was high no matter what lineup we went out with, no matter what drill we went out with. We asked them to do specific systems and things. They tried it. They worked it no matter if they were successful at it or not. They were on best behavior. They represented the whole age bracket well. I was truly impressed with how everything went. And I was really stoked about the staff. The staff obviously is a bunch of my friends, and Nick McCrae is now one of my friends. I really like that guy. He's awesome. And Gabby was unbelievable. Anything we wanted, she tried to work and help us with. So it was just a great experience for me personally, and I think for this group, and even for the guys that didn't make this team, I think it was a real positive experience.
Now, you look at your final roster, 12 players. I know a lot of people were making it a thing about 10 players being from Southern or California, which, obviously a volleyball hotbed. But I want to ask you, what do you think it says about, just volleyball in America that you also have a kid from Florida and the Carolinas, two places that, aren't your traditional volleyball hotbeds that made this team?
Well, I love this topic because it means that volleyball is growing. Last time we had Jalen Jasper from Maryland, and now we have DeLuzio from Florida, and Hartley from Carolina. We had Litsky in the training block from Texas, and he did really well. Colin from Chicago. We had representation from a lot of different places and some new places. And I know that Carolina is trying to get volleyball going, and Virginia Beach is getting volleyball going, and Florida is growing. St. Louis is doing their part. NorCal is doing their part. And obviously Chicago, LA, New York. I can go on, but New Jersey. Volleyball is getting more popular. It's getting better, and it's exciting to have guys come and compete and do well from different parts of the country.
Now, Coach, I want to ask you, as fans are tuning in to watch these matches, and all the matches are going to be streamed on live on the NORCECA website, who's maybe one or two players that have stood out for you so far that people are going to want to keep an eye on?
Shoot, I don't know. There's a lot. You don't. Here's the reason why I say that. You don't know who's going to step up. There were days where certain guys were amazing, and then there were days where they fell back into place and the level's high. So it's not like they weren't playing bad. They didn't stand out because the level was pretty good across the board. Guys to watch, I don't know. Hartley hits the ball pretty hard. Alex Knight jumps. He's pretty explosive. Solon is a big lefty. DeLuzio likes to pass everything with his hands and makes everything look easy. Mason Briggs flies all over the court and does amazing stuff. We have three middles that I really feel like they're very similar. You can plug a guy in and off you go, and they don't draw any attention to themselves. They're just workhorses. I think Clark can hit angles that no one's ever seen before. Akil's like steady Eddie, and all of a sudden decided to try a cut serve and has it. Everyone's got their little thing. Both setters are great distributors. They understand how to run the offense. They're thinkers of the game. They make great decisions. That doesn't answer your question. I think you just got to watch and pick one that you like. I think we all have guys that we like here and there that we gravitate towards. So there's a lot there, and hopefully all of them get a chance to play here in this tournament.
Well, I gotta ask on a lighter note, how many laps did you make knife run in the gym the first day of practice because of the finals?
I did have a rule that if I touched ice cream in the cafeteria that I was going to fire Nick McRae. And so all the guys, so I said that, and everybody thought I told them they could not have dessert, which was not true. That's not true. You can have dessert. I don't care. I just know that I should not be around dessert. And so that was the running joke for a little bit. So we cleared that up, and then they saw me grab a piece of pie, and 9 of them ran over and held me down and didn't let me eat it. So they took it away from me and wasted the food. They threw it away. So the group is really bought in. It's great. No laps for Nipe. Proud of that young man. He earned his way onto this group. He did a hell of a job. They all did a hell of a job. I think that speaks volumes to the group that's here, and even the 20 overall. It was so hard to make decisions, and they worked so hard to earn their own way, blaze their own path. I hope it's, no matter what, whether it's the 12 or the 20 or anything else, I hope it's worth that opportunity, and I hope it's worth that experience.
Yeah. And Coach, I know talking to you a little bit, it really sounds like this group is excited to not only be here, but excited to represent the United States in this tournament. And how nice is that for you as a coach to just kind of see that passion from your players?
Well, I've been around it a while, so you kind of get numb to it, believe it or not. And so we were at practice last night, and they were hanging our flag up in the rafters or up in the upper deck and putting all the flags up. And 5 guys came up, like giddy. I mean, completely giddy, and said, "Oh my gosh, that's our flag! Oh my gosh, that's our flag!" And I didn't know what to make of that until I realized this was their first opportunity to represent the country. And they were taking it seriously. And when they put on their jerseys to try everything on, and they took pictures, and they were really, really thoroughly and genuinely excited about this opportunity. You could tell none of them took it for granted. And that's so rewarding. This group is such a great group of young men. And that's off the volleyball court. I mean, volleyball is volleyball, but to be genuine and great and represent your families in this country the right way, I can't say enough about this group up to this point. And I hope it continues.
And I want to ask Coach, because, this, obviously Costa Rica doesn't host many events. How has Costa Rica been and the job that they're doing hosting the tournament so far? Fantastic.
I've been to a couple of these now. The people down here are amazing. They're nice. They're patient. It reminds me of a little bit of Hawaii. It rains here a lot. It's very green. The food is fantastic. The rooms, we're in a nice hotel. They're taking care of us, all the teams. They're helping out whatever they can. They're very accommodating. And the venue's cool. It's an older building. It's probably it's a decently sized gym, but it's open air. And we're at practice, and a train goes by, and you can hear the cars on the road next to it. It's real life. It's really cool, and the guys are excited about it. And we just had our last practice here, and I think we're ready. Yeah, as ready as we're going to get, Vinny. I mean, shoot, I don't know. We'll see. Let's throw the ball out and find out.
Well, final question, and just going off that, I do want to ask, with these tournaments, obviously not a whole lot of game film or scouting reports you can develop on your opponents. Does that at all make it a little bit easier for you as a coach, because you can really only worry about your side of the net?
Yes. The answer is yes. I think we as coaches try to overcomplicate things, overtrain, try to find the new thing, and sometimes throwing the ball out and focusing on our execution and having fun and playing the game the right way and putting a lot of effort in is exactly what you need. And I think we're playing Guatemala tomorrow. I know our guys are excited. I know it's going to be a little bit nervous out of the gates, but the excitement will be high. And it's going to be a great opportunity for us to play a good team and to not know anything about it and have to adapt. And that has been a theme of ours all the way through, is the ability to adapt when things don't go right. And so far we've been able to adapt.